You place your passport on the scanner, there's a brief pause, a quiet beep, and on the officer's screen, your identity appears almost instantly. Most travelers never see what happens in that moment, but behind that simple scan is a network of systems designed to verify who you are, where you've been, and whether you meet the conditions to enter a country. And while it looks like a single screen, what's actually being checked is a layered digital profile built from multiple international databases. At the core of this process is the machine-readable zone on your passport, the two lines of characters at the bottom of the photo page. Those lines are not random. They contain your full legal name, nationality, date of birth, passport number, and expiration date in a standardized format defined by international aviation rules. When your passport is scanned, that information is read in seconds and cross-checked against the issuing country's records to confirm the document is valid and has not been reported lost or stolen. If your passport has a modern biometric chip, which most do, the system goes even further. That chip stores a digital version of your photo and key identity data. Border systems compare the live scan to the chip's encrypted data, confirming that the document hasn't been tampered with and that the person presenting it matches the official biometric record. This is one of the main reasons modern passports are much harder to forge than older versions. But the passport itself is only the first layer. Once your identity is confirmed, border systems often connect to national and international security databases. One of these is the Interpol database of lost and stolen travel documents. If a passport number appears there, it raises an immediate alert because it may indicate identity theft or fraud. Many countries also maintain their own watch lists that flag individuals for immigration violations, security concerns, or prior overstays. At the same time, your travel history may be visible to the officer. Many countries share entry and exit records through bilateral agreements or regional systems. This means the officer may see when you previously entered or left their country, how long you stayed, and whether you complied with visa conditions in the past. A pattern of overstays or frequent short visits can sometimes prompt additional questioning, even if everything is technically legal. In many cases, your airline has already sent your information ahead of your arrival. This is called Advanced Passenger Information, or API data. It includes your name, passport details, flight information, and sometimes basic booking details. In some regions, airlines also transmit passenger name record data, or PNR, which can include things like your travel companions, payment method type, and itinerary history. This allows border agencies to assess risk before you even land. What appears on the officer's screen is often a simplified summary of all this data. Typically, it will show your identity confirmation status, visa eligibility, any alerts or flags, and your travel history within that jurisdiction. If nothing unusual is detected, the system will usually display a green or neutral status, and the officer proceeds with standard questioning or simply approves entry. However, if something does not match, such as a discrepancy between your booking details and your passport, or a flag in a security database, the system will highlight it for secondary inspection. This does not automatically mean denial of entry. In many cases, it simply means the officer needs to ask additional questions or verify supporting documents like return tickets, accommodation details, or proof of funds. It is also important to understand that different countries have different levels of data integration. Some border systems are highly automated and rely heavily on digital screening before you reach the officer. Others are more manual, with officers making decisions based on training, experience, and the information presented on screen, combined with your answers during the interview. One detail most travelers are unaware of is that certain systems also analyze travel patterns over time. Frequent visits to multiple countries in a short period, or inconsistent travel routes may be flagged for additional review. This is not necessarily negative. It simply triggers a closer look to ensure compliance with immigration rules. Despite how advanced these systems are, the final decision in most cases still rests with the border officer. The technology is designed to assist, not replace human judgment. The screen in front of them is a tool that consolidates data from multiple sources into a single view, helping them make a faster and more informed decision. And while the process may seem invisible to travelers, it happens in seconds. You hand over your passport, it is scanned, systems communicate across networks you never see, and a decision is supported almost instantly. For most travelers, this results in a smooth entry. But behind that simplicity is one of the most extensive identity verification systems in the world, operating across borders, airlines, and security agencies simultaneously. So the next time your passport is scanned and handed back to you without a word, what looks like a routine moment is actually a complex digital check of identity, history, and eligibility, compressed into a few seconds at a counter.